So
here we go.
There has been this girl, like there's been like a astronomical, massive fucking amount of VTuber drama. I did not get a chance to see this at all. I was gone. Oh boy, buckle up. Yeah, I heard this was this might be one of the biggest ones that's happened. We're talking about Sinder? Yes, we are talking about Sinder. I apologize. I was a day late on this, but we're going to get to it.
Oh my fucking god, here we go again. Now, what is it this time? It's nothing gacha related. Surprisingly,
wow.
This is VTuber related. Now, we're talking about Sinder today. Now, if you don't already know, Sinder is a pretty fucking big VTuber, co-owner of Gamer Subs, which I'm still trying to get sponsored by, but god fucking damn it, they don't want me. But she is a big content creator, VTuber, obviously. She is a co-owner of Gamer Subs, and she looks like this. Pretty fucking hot.
Yep, I can see why people watch that, definitely.
I know. Now, she's had a little drama recently, and a little is a fucking understatement, because she is for the VTuber community, she is cooked, okay? She is cooked. Now, I
do think that after all of this, this might have actually just ended her career. Like, she'd have to, like, rebrand or do something totally different, because I've never seen such a unified hate towards a VTuber ever before in my life. This is probably the biggest amount of hate that I've ever seen towards a VTuber before.
Tweeted out this. Effective immediately. Redacted will no longer be managing or overseeing my VTuber activities. He no longer represents me as a creator, my brand, or my intentions. I'm sorry, everyone. I will make a larger response when I'm able. Now, if you don't know who Redacted is, from my knowledge, don't take this as guaranteed, but from my knowledge, Redacted is their boyfriend, or so to say.
What a surprise. There are a lot of these girls, and this is extremely common, that lie about having a boyfriend in order to continue farming simps and getting donations. It's a meme on the internet, and I think in a lot of cases it isn't true, but there's a reason why it's a meme. It's because in some cases it actually in fact is.
Hey, something like that, or a girlfriend, I don't fucking know. It's their love. What even happened? Nanolus, a great artist, tweeted out, "Hello, I'm here to share something that has affected me personally."
Shondo called it out months ago. Well, everybody called it out. I mean, of course, this is what happens. Let me see if I can find the clip about that. Give me a second. Sinder. I'm not seeing the clip. I'm sorry, guys. I would play it, but I might not be able to. Maybe it's a tweet. I thought it was her talking about it. Either way, yeah, a lot of VTubers do have secret boyfriends. Of course they do.
And hurt others.
I mean, it's
this was
common
very
sense,
hard
right?
for me, but I feel it is necessary. Please do not send hate to anyone on my behalf. This is all I want to say, with a Google Doc attached. Now, this Google Doc is pretty fucking long, right? Pretty fucking long with some damning evidence. Now, I'm personally not gonna read all of this because I have a great summary. Tectone tweeted out, after 2 hours, 4 documents, and 2 posts, and a lot
2 hours reading this shit?
Of reading, here are the major takeaways on the Sinder situation in each document posted. What we can conclude: Nano's document, Redacted is Sinder's mouthpiece. Confirmed Sinder knew everything Redacted said. Red/Sin were attempting to monopolize an editor/artist against their desires. Guilt tripped and manipulated them into doing their work and no one else's. What Sinder's doing isn't fucked up to do to one's competition. However, doing it to their friend is a whole different story. So she was trying to be friends with people. So let me get this straight. It was a girl who was trying to be friends with other girls, but she was actually secretly trying to backstab them the entire time. Am I getting this right? Huh. I think that's the first time this has happened. Redacted gaslighting Nanolus using revisionist history. Rain's document. Cinder sexting another man while in a relationship. Cinder trauma dumping to another person about how bad her relationship is to someone she is interested in.
That's bullshit to me.
Rain and Cinder are very scummy in this document. Rain claims this wasn't meant to be a witch hunt, but it very clearly was done with the proper timing to have this document gain the traction they wanted, and so it did. Is that wrong?
100%.
Up to you to decide. Vam's post. Vam exposes Red being Cinder's boyfriend. Not really a big deal. Tons of VTubers hype the fact that they have SOs to farm more parasocials to get gifted and super chats.
I love that Tectone just fucking says it. It's not even like a controversial statement. It's just like a clarifying statement that everybody knows and acknowledges to be real. Did Amarath do this? Many girls do this. Very many girls do this. The fact is that a lot of guys, I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it. A lot of people aren't going to say it. They don't want to hear it, but I'm going to tell you the truth. If a guy cannot imagine himself in a relationship with you, if you are a female streamer, the probability of you being one of his streamers that he watches goes down massively. That's the truth. I know it sounds weird, and that's because it is, but that's the reason why if you look at the top 100 male streamers, you've got a number of weird-looking or ugly dudes. If you look at the top 100 female streamers, you don't see a single ugly girl. That's the reason why every VTuber is an extremely idealized, attractive version of a girl. That's why they all have big tits and they bounce around and they're cute. That's it. That's the reason. And the fact is that guys watch these girls because they want to imagine having a parasocial relationship with them. And by the way, how many of you, and I know it sounds crazy, how many of you have ever seen one of these girls that announces that she gets a boyfriend and then like her amount of gifted subs goes down massively, donations goes down massively, maybe even viewership goes down massively? Yeah, right? We've always seen this happen. It's because guys give these girls money, and there is the hidden hope that one day they will get noticed. And I know it sounds pathetic, and that's because it is pathetic, but it's also true.
Lots of streamers do this. Not really a big deal for wanting to keep your private life private.
Yeah, sure.
However, if Cinder throws away her boyfriend to try to alleviate some negative PR, that is going to be a big yikes from me, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Document dispels claims that Cinder and Red were making, calling Bao an editor and an MV maker thief. Confirms how hurt she is by having her friend attempt to be overly competitive and ruin her image and her models and impacting her career negatively. Says that Cinder could make it to the top, but when she gets there, she will be alone. Bao dispels claims that she locked up Sacred, her editor. Bao completely absolves herself from the wrongdoing. Great doc. Spite's document. Spite insinuates that Cinder is and was copying her, not the other way around. Screenshots of these claims are pretty damning. Spite showing off her outfit in July 2022, Cinder then having a near identical outfit on September 14th, 2022.
Yeah, this is obviously like just ruthless businesswoman situations. Like, I think that's really what's going on here. I don't understand half of this.
Sacramore TV's document, supporting some of Bao's claims to be true. Major takeaways. To be honest, things look absolutely horrible for Cinder. Yet I will be waiting for her response just to do my due diligence. It has been alleged with a lot of damning screenshots as well as other corroborating the narrative.
She did make a response. Somehow it made things even worse.
That is being pushed. Cinder is currently being alleged as overly competitive with her friends in the VTubing space, willing to undermine and backstab her friends to get ahead, gaslight and manipulate editors slash workers to get her way, cheating on significant other, a model slash rigger thief. People speculate she is going to throw away her current boyfriend, Red, aka Redacted, to alleviate some negative PR coming her way.
Jesus.
But for now, I believe that is about it. I will wait and see Cinder's response and keep you all updated on any news or changes in perspective once we have everyone's side. All in all, this is very messy. And to be honest, I feel horrible for Cottontail, Bao, Shy Lily, Spite, and every other VTuber affected in the scenario. To be honest,
her response is sorry you felt this way and sorry my boyfriend did this to you in my name, basically washing her hands.
I don't really know what Sinder could possibly present
so.
to absolve her. Yet I will still do my due diligence. I am 31 years old, and I just researched VTuber drama for 2 hours in front of 9,000 people on Twitch.
Wow.
I swear to God, I have not one but 2 jobs. But my God, this reeked of unemployment. Thanks for reading. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. Holy allegations. Now,
wow.
Obviously, me personally, this shit is crazy. The fact that she's, like, backstabbing her friends kinda is crazy. I feel bad for Bao, Cottontail, and all of them. I mean, even here, like, Cottontail tweeted out, "This made my stomach drop to read. It makes me very sad to have things come out like this. Sending Nano and Bao so much love." With a screenshot from one of the docs. If you want to read those, go either watch, like...
It's just weird, bro. Like, this whole situation is really fucking weird. Like, the VTuber space, I think, has just gotten weird more and more and more. There's a Shondo tweet. TechDown has a second tweet talking about the apology. Yeah, I saw that.
Stone's video or like anyone else's video, because I bet y'all there's gonna be multiple videos on this. But it says here, what about we can pay Komori for you and you don't have to discount it from the next payment, and we'll continue giving you lots of model work, I think, for this year right now, but you don't work with Bao, Cotton, or Blank at all again, models or art. It's just crazy.
So trying to like pay them not to work with competition, obviously.
This is crazy. Y'all saw the allegations. Cheating on significant other, a model, rigger, thief, gaslight and manipulate editors' workers to get her way. Like, this shit is fucking crazy. Now, what do the people think? Obviously, Cottontail, upset. Bao, not too fucking happy. Spite, obviously, rightfully pissed. Because, I mean, based on her Google Doc, I mean, look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit. Sounds great. I'm so happy with it. July 20th, 2022. What do you think of my new outfit? September 14th, 2022.
Is it really that much
Straight
different?
up the same. Just copying. And she's
I feel like these are kind of different. Honestly, I do. Like, it's obviously like one clearly is like inspired from the other, but it's not like a one-for-one copy.
The fucking copycat. Like, this shit is bad, bro. This shit is fucking bad. I want to know, what do the people think? What are people saying? I remember playing Phasmophobia with you and hearing Red chat away next to you before you first debuted like 4 years ago. You told me he was your boyfriend. Then before we met for TwitchCon, you switched up and said, "Just so you know, my manager is coming with me on this trip." As if I didn't know who he was.
So, bro, she's just leaking the entire thing.
Even ickier to read this tweet knowing he is your significant other, and that you're probably going to try and avoid taking responsibility for hurting people who trusted you as friends by nuking the red side of this duo. Jesus Christ. Someone who represents you and your intentions
Is that the Shondo tweet? What does it say? Translation: a lot of indie VTuber Oshis have boyfriends. Their boyfriends are reading your love confessions. Indies do not have managers unless they are actually corporate, and thus are not indie at all. Probably true.
Someone who represents you and your intentions should never be someone like that. There's no amount of "I'm sorry" or bad judgment you can have in this situation. You need to actually own up and be ready to not be forgiven by lots of people.
Jesus Christ.
You did bad things. End of story. Nah, firing your manager is not fixing this. I do hope your longer reaction won't be a summary of...
She was trying to do this herself. It wasn't just her manager. Let's be honest.
I had no idea about
this. Like,
this.
again, like, any form, in my opinion, whenever a person begins or engages in any form of manipulation or disingenuous behavior, I assume that they will only do more of it.
But we'll stay away from judgment until that is out. Pushing your blame onto your manager isn't really the move.
What people do.
He no longer represents me as a creator. Bro, the problem is you representing yourself. Not just your manager. And then obviously you got Nanolist and people saying, "We'll always be there to support you no matter what. I can't stand when people pressure others to avoid certain individuals."
That's so fucking weird.
It took a lot of courage to speak out about this, Nano. I hope you're doing okay. Heart. I'm so sorry you had to be put in this position. You're one of my favorite artists.
Elementary school boyfriend-girlfriend drama. The drama is kind of silly, but it's still funny for me to see it continue happening. And the other thing that I think is really funny to me is the fact that the meme or like the stereotype of like VTubers pretending not to have boyfriends or like female streamers in general, it actually happened and it came true again.
Even before I knew what the internet was.
Why can't streamers be honest and pure like you?
I'm honestly just baffled by all of this. I'm so sorry that this was even an energy you had to perceive in your lifetime. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
Dude, what the actual fuck? I'm sorry. Love you, Nano. Sorry you have to deal with this shit. Obviously, a bunch of fucking people are not too happy with Cinder right now. And she did say in her tweet, I'm sorry, everyone. I will make a larger response when I'm able. So she is going to respond. I'm going to be honest. Not looking good. Not looking good. I don't think she's going to be able to save herself. Gonna be honest. Gonna be very fucking honest.
I think she's going to have to do something different. Or she might try to rebrand or something else. That's kind of what I'm expecting to see happen.
What do y'all think?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. She responded and it sucked? Yeah, exactly. To our response incoming? Yeah, I know. I'll link you guys the video. But I remember seeing this myself, and I didn't really know what to think about it. But, yeah, she'll pivot to NSFW. I mean, like, honestly, a lot of these VTubers are already on the edge of that already. So it's not that big of a fucking difference. But, yeah, I mean, I think in a lot of cases, legal mindset saying reactive manager is making it legally worse, not better. You're liable for your manager's actions, torturous interference level. Look, I don't think anybody's going to be getting sued over this. I mean, realistically, I'm not expecting that to happen. But I do think that it does, like this, and this is the Tectone video, how a single tweet might have destroyed this VTuber's career. It is a 1 hour and 40-minute video, and the title is She's Done. Oh, man. That's a whole lot, isn't it? God fucking damn. Okay, time to make it 4 hours? No, no, no.